everyone. Welcome to Movie Studio 717's first podcast. Today we are with singer Patty Kim. To start off, I want to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Reena. I've been working with Adu since 2021. I also want to say it is such an honor to be interviewing someone I've looked up to since for so long. Also, congratulations on your election to Senate.
Thank you, Reena.
Okay, to start off, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your journey and how you are where you are today?
Sure. I wanted to say that I am Korean American. My parents came to the United States in the 60s, right after college. And I was born in California and lived a life as a daughter of immigrants. I had not as much pressure as some of the Asian Americans, but, just work hard and study hard and do better so that my parents will feel better that we came all the way here. It's a lot of work, a lot of sacrifices come to the United States, and they want to see the next generation do well. So I kind of lived in that kind of lifestyle. Then we moved to Virginia. I went to school in Boston, and I grew up taking my faith seriously. And I just knew that I needed to be able to help people and to serve other people. So I wanted to be a nurse. That didn't work out very well. And then I wanted to be a TV news reporter. I did that for 10 years. And then somebody asked me to run for city council in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And I was so nervous. I'm kind of shy in my culture. You are modest. You don't make a lot of noise. You don't speak up. You just be humble. And so politics didn't make a lot of sense for me. I remember the first city council meeting. We did the Pledge of Allegiance, and all I remember was my heartbeat so, beating out of my chest. Like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. But I was able to use my uniqueness, and that's why I love to talk to young people. My own uniqueness, my own voice. My voice may not be the loudest, but it is a strong voice because we've had to endure a lot of things. Whether people treating us differently, not feeling like we're fitting in. And so I use my voice and I try to make the people who are on the sideline, who don't feel like they're fitting in, and I like to bring them up to the table. I want everyone to feel comfortable. I want their voices to be heard because I always felt like I was silenced and not strong enough and not cool enough, whatever. Again, with the young people, I spent way too many years wanting to be somebody else. I wanted to be American. I wanted to be blue eyes, blonde hair. I wanted to be this and this. And my family, when we come here to the United States, we have this kind of, I'm slouching over, like a very, small feeling. We're immigrants. We're not very important. And I just want us to change that attitude. We bring so much. We have our culture, we have our family, we have our faith, we have our strength, we have our voice, and we want to bring it here to the United States. And that's what makes the United States so interesting and unique, because we are all different and we bring our strengths to the table.
Yes, definitely. Being an Asian woman in a position of leadership, what kind of challenges do you face, just like on the daily or like in general?
So a lot of people can relate to this, but we're always the only person of color in the room a lot of times. We're always the different one. People look at us like, what do I do with her? She looks different. What do I do? So I put a lot of pressure on myself because I am the first Asian American woman to serve in the General Assembly history, that I want to make sure that I put on a good reputation, strong reputation. I don't mess up. I don't steal money. I don't do anything corrupt, so that the next person who kind of looks like me, they go, oh, you look like Patty. Maybe, I want to, be open to you as well. So a lot of pressure to, again, don't screw up. I want the next generation to have a little bit easier, but I can't say that I've been, criticized or treated differently. People have been very respectful and very nice. So I can't say that I've been suffering. I just have to make sure that I put on my best every single day.
That is a lot of pressure to go through. Through these tough challenges, what is someone or something that motivates you or grounds you every day?
So in this business, if you have a big ego, you can screw up pretty quickly. And I've been very blessed to have a lot of encouragement. People are always thanking me, you know. So every morning I sit with my coffee and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful for my family. And I'm thankful for this position and that I need to help people, God's people. There are a lot of people who are suffering. I don't know every voice. I don't know every suffering, but I need to put myself out there, be relatable so people feel comfortable coming to me. And so then I can find the resources in the network to help serve these people. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. You know, I don't want to be here when I'm old and gray, but I'm here now. I have energy. I have excitement. So I'm going to do the best I can right now. And with the Bhutanese community, you know, I see a little bit of similarity with my family life. And I am so proud of the Bhutanese community. I mean, the suffering, the resilience, the perseverance to get here and stay here, and then to turn around and put some studio together so that the young kids can have a place to be, to have a voice, to exercise mentally. Like, I am blown away. Like, I'm so jealous. When I grew up, you know, I would go to school, look different, feel different, don't feel like I fit in. But then I went to a Korean American church, and the feeling of, everybody has black hair, we eat the same food, you speak the same language. It was so comfortable. And so I feel like you guys made a place where it is so comfortable, where you can share your stories and be like, you know what, I'm hurting too. I feel so out of place too, but you know what, we have each other and we're going to find ways to get together. And the strength that the youth have to experience now is going to take them much further. A lot of Americans who are born here, who have it kind of easy and in a good, wealthy, you know, whatever suburban neighborhood, they don't have a lot of challenges. A lot of mental health, I get it. But when you are here with a different language, your parents, you have to interpret the story of a second grader having to interpret for their parents. Their childhood is gone. You're an adult right away. There was no fun growing up. You worry about your parents. You worry about this. You worry about this. So the Bhutanese community is one of the strongest communities I know, and I can imagine what the future brings, and they're going to go very far.
Thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Walking away from the challenges and the negativity, what do you think is the most rewarding part of what you do, the work you do?
Boy, after a long day, after working with our constituents, you know, whether people who lost their home, people who are struggling, who don't have a job, and we connect them to resources, it's like my paycheck. Like, I can go home and sleep and be like, you know what, I did something worthwhile today. Nothing else matters. I used to, as a news reporter, I wanted to be a famous news anchor. Make lots of money. People think you're all, you know, popular and a celebrity. It's empty at the end of the day. Empty. But when you stop thinking about yourself and serve other people and then see their lives better, it's so rewarding, so satisfying. So even though I hate politics, I hate raising money, I hate getting publicly criticized, when I see that I got to help someone, again, that's my paycheck. And that's what I'll keep doing. I'll wake up every morning, I'll do it again. Happily.
That sounds amazing. A lot of people have different opinions about success. I want to know your definition of success.
So when I started politics 20 years ago now, I said, at the end of my career, I want to make sure that my husband and I are still married. My kids know my name and I know their name. And so my family is first. And so if I could do all this awesome, important work and still make sure that my family is together, grounded and centered, I think that's success. And I think my kids are doing well.
I would say you're very successful. I think you're very, very inspiring.
Thank you.
Do you have, what are your plans for the future? Like, either in politics, in what you do in your career, and what you do in your personal life, anything?
So being a state representative for 12 years, I had to run every 2 years, and it was just constant sprinting, like, time to run again, election time. So as a state senator, I have 4 years now, and so I can first of all, relax. I don't have to campaign, but I have a bigger district, but I can go deeper. I can go deeper into the issues. I can find solutions. I can sit here for a couple of hours with you on a Saturday afternoon, really get to know everyone so that I'm a better public servant for the community. So that's what I'm looking to do right now. I just started my state senate term, so I have 4 long years to get to know my district and to serve.
Okay. Before we close, I know you're a very inspiring person. I know a lot of people in here look up to you a lot. I'd like to ask you, what is one piece of advice you would give to the youth that are figuring out their way, figuring out their future, and going into the world today?
So I said a little bit earlier that I spent a lot of time trying to be somebody else, and it was a waste of time. So what I wished I had done was to read more, improve myself, work on myself, build good habits. I was so embarrassed being Korean growing up. Like, our food was kind of stinky for American-born people. You know, my parents spoke broken English. I was so embarrassed, with my friends. I wished I just accepted that. And little did I know that K-pop would come up and everyone likes Korean food all of a sudden. Like, I had no idea. Korean music on the radio, like, poof, like, I can't believe that. So I wish I would have embraced my culture a long time ago, be really proud of myself and my culture. And our way we look is unique. Be proud of that. And I'm going to sound like an Asian parent. Study hard, but please read, go deep, be an expert in something. And then when it's your time, you're going to shine. We already look different, so they look at us differently. And then we bring our unique talent out there, and you're going to shine. I grew up this way the whole time, like just no, stand up straight. I'm from Bhutan. I speak several languages. My food is awesome. Walk proud. And the timing will come where things will just all click and you'll be ready. You'll be ready to shine.
All right, guys, this is the end of our interview with State Senator Patty Kim, and this is Movement Studio 717's first podcast episode.